that's kind of like the body of Christ. So, basically what that's showing is like, you know, if you start getting weird and your body isn't working the way it's supposed to, that there's no way that it can run properly. So, tonight we're kind of going to be in we're going to be in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, and I promise I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, okay? I know. And so we'll look at little parts of it, and kind of, so if you have your Bible, you can go turn there. And we're going to start in 1 Corinthians 12, 7 through 10. Okay, so what it says, and I'll be in the message tonight because I don't know, it makes more sense. Okay, so it says, each person is given something to do that shows who God is. Everyone gets in on it. Everyone benefits. All kinds of things are handed out by the Spirit and all kinds of people. The variety is wonderful. Wise counsel, clear understanding, simple trust, healing the sick, miraculous acts, proclamation, distinguishing between spirits, tongues, and interpretation of tongues. So basically, what this list of stuff is saying is that, you know, each one of us has a certain, you know, we each have a little piece, you know, like we're each a part of the body. You know, we each have our different, you know, our different things that we're good at and what that, you know, that God gave to us to use to reach out to people. So like say you have like Emily, she can sing. And then you have Tristan, he's good with computers. So like, you know, Emily, she's able to come up here and sing, and Tristan's able to make cool videos, you know, and like do awesome stuff, right? Yeah, and so to reach people. And so we each have a different skill set. We each have a different thing, and it could be singing, or it could be, you know, that you're really compassionate, or like you're really good at, like, you know, seeing needs. So what we're gonna do is, if we can have Jamie and Steven, if y'all can hand out, I'm gonna hand out Post-it notes and a crayon, and I want everyone to write something that you like. Something, and try to be kind of specific with it. I mean, like, you don't have to be crazy, but something that you believe that God has given to you is a purpose to reach other people. Okay, you're going to write something down that you believe that God has, like a talent or like a gift that God has given you in order to reach people.
Aren't you glad I didn't pick pink? Just kidding.
No, because I have pink.
Too slow,
They were making special requests.
You can do more than one if you want.
Has everybody got a sticky note and a crayon?
I feel like blue's clues right now.
Crayon should
Yeah, I feel like blue's clues right now with a marker and a pen.
Everybody loves Blue's Clues.
Okay, it's probably done. I'm gonna take them. I'm sorry. If y'all are done, then I'll
Huh? I didn't say it. Oh.
Can I keep this flat?
Okay.
I'm good to come back.
Everybody, Dr. Take your last month.
Never take it back.
Right.
I think you want to like eat for it.
Oh, thank you.
He forced the crayon on my tongue. Right.
He's had his ready for a long time. Sorry. Anyone else? Is that everyone? Oh, just your significant. Okay. So I'm going to briefly read through these, okay? And I don't know your name. A heart for understanding.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Easy to talk to. Guitar, singing, and outgoing. Beautiful. Kindness. My editing, BFX. Music editing. I'm sorry, Kristen. I can't read your. Okay. C, high detail, tech, and something.
I can pick your
Baseball. Big heart. Aw. Not applicable. Guys, you have something. Art. Beautiful. I like that skill. I'm good in kids ministry and singing. My voice. Piano. Baking. Good relationships. Good at relationships. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous for love for children. Aww. Ability to see people's reason for acting the way they do.
How do they fit all that?
Because they had a pin. Computers and creating videos. Fantabulous. Oh, jeez. Basketball, I think, is what that was supposed to be. And easy to make friends. Okay,
What's yours?
mine was, I'm good at seeing people and seeing why they act the way they, like knowing that there's a reason behind their actions. Yes. Okay, so the reason I had y'all do this and do this, super thing that we do every once in a while, whatever, because like I want y'all to see that like every single person has something unique about them and they have something that God has given them in order to reach out to people. So say it's baseball. Okay, you can go out into your team and minister to people on your team. Like, I know that sounds weird or whatever. You don't have to be like, come here, baby.
You see this ball? This is the word of
Okay, you don't have to do that. That's not what it's about. But like, and then baking, like you can bake for like the bake sale we're having, or you can like give stuff to like people to get people to come to church. Like, there's all different like gifts and talents that God can give to people and that they can use to reach other people. And so, next we're going to be in 1 Corinthians 12, 14 through 18. Okay, it says, a body isn't just a single part blown up into something huge. It's all the different but similar parts arranged and functioning together. If a foot said, I'm not elegant like the hand, embellished with rings, I guess I don't belong to the body. Would that make it so? If an ear said, I'm not beautiful like the eye, limpid, that's a weird word, and expressive, I don't deserve a place on the head. Why would you want to remove it from the body? If the body was all eye, how could it hear? If all ear, how could it smell? As it is, we see that God has carefully placed each part of the body right where he wanted it to be. Bam. Okay, so honestly, I love that passage because, so basically, like, what it's saying is, like, like, it's so easy to look and be, like, so envious, like, oh my gosh, I wish that I could play guitar like Haley. Like, she is so unbelievably bomb, and she gets to stand up here and sing and do her little guitar, and she's so unbelievably amazing. Just like, oh my gosh, Haley's awesome. I would be Haley. But then if we had a bunch of Haleys, then holy mess. I think we would overflow the stage. I think it would be a little weird. And we would kind of drown each other out, and then nobody would be out here worshiping Jesus in that way. And so, or if we all were like Ben and just like super amazing pitchers, and like then who would be able to play, the shortstop, like how would we be able to, if we all had the same talents, there's no way that we could like be a body. And and I'm going to continue using the body reference because as like Poirier says, the building isn't the church, we are. And and in order for the church to work, we have to be one moving thing. Like how it said somewhere, it said that all the parts form to make one, and you're one thing functioning. You're a bunch of different individual things that come together to make one functioning body. And so whenever we all come together, So whenever we all come together, we make one body, and so there's no way for it to work without all the different parts. So I'm going to need 2 volunteers.
Hey, volunteer.
That's tricky.
Volunteers tribute.
Noah and Aviana.
Woo!
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I want you to take your a shoe and a sock off right now.
Oh, glad I have to do that.
Thank gosh you didn't pick Tristan. He has the worst smelling feet ever. Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
Okay, you are going to. I have it written down because, you know, I'm so organized like that. Okay. Okay, you're gonna lay on the ground. And you're gonna take your hat off probably. That'll probably be easiest. And I want you. Okay, so what we're gonna do is he lay all the way down. You're gonna okay. He is going to have to get from this point over to Jamie without you using your arms and your legs.
Huh? Oh, that's easy.
Okay, and then you have to write, "Hi, my name is Aviana" on this paper with your toes.
Okay. Oh, I do this at home. It's kind of weird.
So you're gonna pull a Dwight Schrute, like for real, whenever he like does it, and he's like, it's like if I do this for an hour a day, I'll be like a chimp, and all y'all people will be laughing. Yeah, get over there. Come on, keep going. Come on. No, that's your elbow. You can't use it. Completely. You can't use any of this. It's all dead weight.
Be a caterpillar. No, your whole face is red again.
Oh my goodness. Get over. Yeah, Noah. You're using your elbow, Noah.
Cheater.
All right, good job. Okay.
Text that
You
to
watch this. Okay, I'm ready. That's right then.
Do you want your pen?
Okay.
Wait, what was writing?
I'm gonna continue. Yeah.
Shut up, you homie. I see you and I hear you. Not dead. Y'all are serious.
You're like a worm.
Do I shoot? What do I shoot?
Beef farmer. Okay, it's nice. There you go. Our volunteers, they did fantastic.
No! I want to see what it looks like.
Okay.
Scrabble, Scrabble, Scrabble.
So this is what came out. Hi, my name is Aviana.
I don't see anything.
Exactly. It looks like a bunch of gibberish. Okay.
I don't want
I guess. She did pretty good on the high my. After the end, it just goes way down.
That's better than
I didn't even know this is down there.
I could do much better.
It's
all
there.
I know I use this like every night.
No, I just can't see what it says because the ink line is too thin.
It's okay. It's okay. It's a bunch of gibberish. It's pretty. Okay, so
Chicken scratch.
once again, everyone, clap for Noah. Okay. So basically, oh yeah, better get that. Trust might steal it. So basically, the point of all of that ridiculousness that was going on is because, do you think that this was intended? Do you think this is legible? Can anybody make this out if they didn't know it was Hi, my name is Aviana? No, I seriously doubt it.
Say hi.
Okay, so whenever, that's the same thing that goes whenever we try to fit ourselves. So the foot is trying to be the hand because the hand is so beautiful and elegant, it has so many rings and it's gorgeous, right? And so it wants to be the hand. But whenever the foot tries to be the hand, it doesn't fulfill its purpose. It's completely useless because it doesn't do its job. So, but if the foot, like, say we didn't have any feet, that would be so weird if we just walked on nubs. Like, you would fall over and it would
It's actually a motivational.
it would be so difficult. Like, that would be a problem if we didn't have any feet. Like,
No,
your pinky toe would be a problem. So, moral of that is that, like, you know, if you're constantly trying to fit yourself into a different thing, it's like, say you just really, really want to, if you really want to preach, okay, but you are absolutely terrible in front of crowds, like, you just like, you know, sweating like a man. I mean, I kind of do that, but it's fine. And like can't get any words out, then then you're fulfilling no purpose being a speaker whenever you should really be doing media or sound because that's what God's called you to be. So how can you be fulfilling God's purpose and letting the body move if you're not doing what you're supposed to? So I just like with the eye thing, how it's like if you had eyes all over your body, alright, that would be so weird. Like just think about if your body was full of eyeballs. That would be so
That would be
I could donate eyeballs to people.
Okay, so looking with just these two eyes right here, you can see probably about like 180-ish, kind of. 180. Something, I don't know. It's kind of, you can see about 180. So if you had eyeballs all over your body, I mean, maybe two on the back of your head, that would be sweet. Then you can see 360. But if you had them all over your body, what purpose would they have?
To see better.
Well, I mean, you can already see 180 too. So if you had 56 eyeballs, that would be, first of all, be really creepy, and second of all, they would have no purpose. And so how are you supposed to go, how is the body supposed to go amongst people if all they can do is see them, but they can't act upon it? So take it like this, if you have, but you know what, we're going to go into the next verse. So if you go to 24 through 25 of 1 Corinthians 12, it says that when it's a part of your own body you are concerned with, it makes no difference whether the part is visible. Sorry. I have a really speaking problem, so y'all just have to bear with me. When it's part of your own body you are concerned with, it makes no difference whether the part is visible or clothed, higher or lower. You give it dignity and honor just as it is without comparison. It just didn't work out. I tried to whistle, it just doesn't happen sometimes. No. Okay, but like just think about that. Like even, okay, so let's take, Isaac, do you want to come up here?
I want to.
Do you want to come to my bottom? So check out this super, I made a bad choice getting a really tall guy. Made me look short, but it's okay. So if you look at Isaac, he is like a strapping young man, okay? But if someone raise their hand and tell me what you think the most important body part of Isaac is. Emily?
His head.
His head?
Yeah.
Then what do you think? Eyes?
Oh, brain.
Tracy?
Ears.
Ears?
I like what you said because he's wearing a control only, which means he's
Big toe.
Big toe, yes! You would be so just like, without the big toe.
have a big toe.
Okay, but if Isaac was all head, let's say Isaac's all head, okay? What can he do? He's just going to be a head that sits on the ground that people have to pick up and move around, and he can't do anything. He is completely, whenever you cut his head off, okay, he's going to die because he's not going to have any blood flowing, he's not going to be able to get energy, anything. He's not, literally, cut his head off, he's done. He's a goner, okay? Same thing with the big toe. You cut the big toe off, how can you walk? Unless he does the little thing that Noah did with the little... But
He can walk on his heels.
if you pick one body part that you think is most important, I guarantee you that he will not be able to operate and he will not be able to do anything. He will not have a purpose if he does not have a body part. So here we go. Like just thinking about that, like, you know, no matter what your position is, so say you're like Tristan and super good with computers and media. So true, so true.
Oh, yeah.
So like if we didn't have, I mean Tristan may not be super glamorous and like come up here and sing beautifully. Please don't sing. Never sing. I haven't heard you, but I just have a feeling it would not be good.
He is.
Am I right? Kella? Am I right? No, but right. So Tristan, I mean, he may not be the glamorous singer, you know, plays guitar beautifully, and it's like just everyone's just like. But where would we be without Tristan? How would we be able to function if someone comes in here and they feel super awkward because, oh, I don't know the words to this song, what do I do? Like awkward. Or, you know, then they feel at rest and they're completely shut down because they don't know, they feel awkward because they can't sing the words to the song. Okay, so this is our last verse. So it's going to be 12:25 through 27. Yes, 1 Corinthians 12:25 through 27. Okay, and so what this says is, the way God designed our bodies is a model for understanding our lives together as a church. Every part dependent on every other part. The parts we mention, the parts we don't. The parts we see, and the parts we don't. If one part hurts, every other part involved is hurt and is involved in the hurt and the healing. If one part flourishes, every other part improves into the exuberance. You're a body. You are Christ's body. That is who you are. You must never forget this. Only as you accept your part of the body does your part mean anything. Okay. So, let's think about this. Okay, so say we have a person who maybe is financially struggling and doesn't know Christ and is just really struggling. So you need someone obviously to see that and to meet and to go and say like, oh my gosh, like, do you need help or whatever. So you need someone to see that, and then you go to someone like Danny or Kate and be like, oh my gosh, is there any way that we can get them some food, or Project Hope can help get them food? Okay, and then they see, oh my gosh, they're helping us forever, so maybe we should come to church. And then, so say they walk in the door and you don't have greeters or people that make them feel at home, then awkward leaving. Like, you know, it's really weird whenever you walk into, like, trust me, walking into a church, awkward, we've all been there, right? And so if you don't have people welcoming them, then they're not going to be able to open up and, you know, feel comfortable. Say they come in and they don't have, like, the music on, they feel awkward. Ooh, awkward, I don't know the song. Watermelon cantaloupe, right? So it's awkward and they feel that disconnect, like they have words, you know, and awesome. You know, and then, you know, Corey comes up here and has to slam the message, you know, and like, after the worship team has prepped them and, you know, kind of revealed like, oh my gosh, what is this weird thing I'm feeling in here? You know, and then Corey comes up and explains it. So how would each of those people that they encountered is part of the body. So them getting saved is not just, you know, Corey's doing, it's everyone they've encountered along the way. And that's how it's supposed to be. We are one body, and if we are not moving as one, then there's no way that we can reach people, because every single encounter that you have with a person is a chance to show them Jesus. You can either show them life or show them death. And so if one part of the body, like in the video, if one part of the body stops working, then he can't run if he's slapping people and pushing people over if his hand's spazzing, right? Like there's no way that you can do that if you just keep hitting people. You're going to get put in jail. Or you can hit people in there and they get beat up, right? And you know, and if we didn't have Pam, who was so awesome and came in and cleaned, then people were walking like, this place is disgusting, I'm out, right? Who wants to worship in a disgusting place? Not me, right? So whenever like someone is saved, like it's a collection of things. It's not just one person doing something, you know, crazy. Like the seed is planted in all those different places, and it's just continually getting watered. So if we're not watering it along the way, then it's going to wither and die. And so I just want to encourage y'all tonight, you know, like, and how it says, like, your part, only as you accept your part of the body does your part mean anything. And so if you're constantly trying to become other people's part and trying to, you know, be a hand on your foot and running absolutely horribly, then your part's never going to mean anything. Your foot's never going to fulfill its purpose of walking out and going to get things. You know, you think, okay, I have this piece of paper crumpled up on the ground. In order to get that paper, I have to see it, I have to walk up to it, bend down, pick it up. If I didn't have those muscles and then my lungs pumping oxygen and like blood flow through my body, there's no way that this piece of paper could have ever gotten picked up. It's a collection of things. It's not just one specific thing. It's not one specific body part that's doing the work. It's a collection of all of us. And so I want to challenge y'all to, you know, think about, you know, the things that you wrote. Think about your body parts. Think about what is your purpose, what is your call. And you may not know it. You know, like you're just not automatically be like, this is my purpose. You know, like, I just know my purpose. I'm sure Jamie doesn't fully know her purpose for her life. Stephen doesn't. Corey probably doesn't completely know his purpose. We are still searching for a purpose, and because it can change, you know, from one moment to the next. But I want y'all to seriously, over the next week, consider your purpose and start praying about it. I mean, it's probably not going to be like, oh, your purpose is to go worship and do that. Like, it's not going to be like that, obviously. But continue praying, because it's important to know, you know, or at least have an idea of what God is calling you to do. And so, if y'all would, bow our heads. So, dear Heavenly Father, God, we just lift you up tonight. We just glorify you and we thank you for allowing us to come together. And I pray, Lord, that you would just challenge everyone in this room, Lord, as they go into the next week and, as they continue going in their lives, that they will constantly be asking, looking for their purpose, Lord, and seeing it, and then not only just searching for it, but fulfilling it. And that you would just help us not to envy others, Lord, and just to, if we're